Hey there, all you beautiful tarot followers. I hope you are well. If you are new or returning to the channel, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot, and this is your March General Intuitive Tarot reading. And it is for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Now, as always, remember, as a general intuitive tarot reading, the messages may resonate for you, they may not. Just take the ones that do, leave the rest for somebody else, right? Now, as always, I like to begin by talking about some astrological aspects that occur in the month, and there's lots of things that happen astrologically in a month, but I just call out the key ones that I think are important to know about and remember. So the few that I'm going to call out start with, doesn't start in the month, but it's definitely later in the month, but it's a very key one, which is March is the month of eclipse season, when eclipse season begins. And of course, the lunar eclipse, the first lunar eclipse that we're having this year is in your sign, Libra. It is in your sign on the 25th of March. So that's very key, okay? Now, it's, a full moon and a lunar eclipse on full moon situation is fraught with emotions, right? It's a very emotional time. And, it also signifies beginnings and endings. Very key beginnings and endings, and also, for some of you, that those emotions could crop up in terms of memories, in terms of dreams, right? Could come up and really, it just so happened I see the moon card here, right? So definitely some deep emotional stuff that's going to come up for you in that time period around the period of 25th of March. And those dreams or those memories, right, they could be highly charged emotionally. And you could feel very sentimental during that period. All right. So also, when you make decisions in that period of time, just realize that the decisions that you're going to make might have some very long-lasting effects, okay? Or you may have to live with them for a long time. So just be aware of that. Now, earlier in the month, I want to talk about a key aspect, which is a Mars-Uranus square. And squares are tricky energy. And this is going to happen on the 9th of March. So that's another key aspect. And this could manifest itself in terms of changes and disruptive changes or disruptive events. And of course, also abrupt or unexpected actions. There could be some unintended consequences that come with, of course, making any rash or impulsive decisions during that period of time. And I want to mention another key aspect, which is a Venus-Saturn conjunction. That conjunction will occur on the 22nd of March in the sign of Pisces. And this really is an energy where we would assess or reassess our relationships in terms of what do we want, what do we not want. We kind of have a bit of an energy of a dilemma with these two planets conjoining, and that is an energy of wanting to love freely and give love freely, but also an energy of, well, I don't want to be disappointed, I don't want to be hurt, or I don't want. There's a fear maybe of disappointment or being hurt. So you have to find a good balance. That will be the challenge during that period of time. Now, like all astrological aspects and events, the energy can be felt maybe a few days before, during the event, and a few days maybe after, all right? So I just threw this out there for anyone who's interested, who wants to see where those planets fall in, their sign in which houses, so they can know how to deal with that energy. All right, Libra, let's get into your tarot messages now for the month. And let's begin by giving thanks to the angel spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages that are provided for the highest vibrational good of my Libra seekers. Can you give me 4 cards, please, for Libra for the month of March? Ace of Cups, whoops, my glasses are falling off here, sorry. Temperance, two more cards, truly grateful for your assistance. Oops, I think something's flipped out. Give me a sec. Yes. Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. That's great. That's such a great energy. Two of Wands is the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. Libra. I feel like there's certainly some emotional energy on this table. There's the Ace of Cups, there's the Queen of Cups. But we also have some wands on the table, so there's some passionate energy here as well. The overarching energy of the Two of Wands is one of putting in place a plan. Now, you can see here, or planning something, looking out to the bigger, wider world about what it is that you want, right? Trying to be sort of pin down how you want to put something into play, if you will. You see this guy here, this character, he's looking out into and out toward the ocean there, where there are some ships milling around, but he's within the realm and safety of his own like castle here, his own building, right? So it's doing things or planning from a protective position, all right? So what I'm feeling is also that when you're in this mode of Two of Wands, we're planning things, but we're not actually taking the actions here. And I think you know that you want to take some actions, but you're maybe not in this month actually taking them. And maybe it's because you need to be a bit more proactive. That's what I want to tell you in this month. If you want something to come about, if you want to have that Six of Wands success, which I feel like you're destined for this success in this month, because you start off with this Ace of Cups, you have this Queen of Cups. So there's definitely this high emotion toward receiving that Six of Wands, that riding in toward victory, that being praised, that being applauded for your skills, for being or for doing something that you need recognition for, or you deserve recognition for. I feel like you are destined for that success at the end of this month. But there's also this element of, I want to say, complacency. Okay, like don't I want you to understand that in order to get this success that you're destined for, you have to put a little action in place here. It doesn't just come by sitting back and being complacent and saying, you know, all right, well, I am divinely protected, which you are because you're within this protected veil of your own castle. So it's going to come to me. Well, it doesn't, the universe doesn't just dole out something to you because you ask for it. The universe helps you if you help yourself, right? So help yourself and they help you. You can manifest this through some, cosmic favorability, but you have to stay away from being lazy, right? That's what complacency is. And you have to stay away from the doubts. And I feel like there is a little bit of doubt in this temperance card. And temperance is usually about patience. But in this month, I'm feeling for you, it's not so much about that, but more about feeling a little bit of doubt. And that doubt is what's kind of making you feel like, oh, okay, well, I'll just wait. Maybe I don't really deserve it, or maybe, the universe will give it to me anyway, just because I'm a nice person. Okay. I'm kind of feeling that there is some emotion here related to that, and I kind of feel it's a bit unpredictable. Now, I don't know why I'm saying that. So I don't know who this is for, definitely for some of you. I feel like the emotions are a little bit up and down. You're definitely feeling full of emotion, whatever that might be, but the emotions are up and down, and I kind of feel like they're unpredictable. Now, I do also feel like there's a promise of something here. You're moving toward a transformative period in a way, but I feel like you're trying to weigh those scales or even the scales, and we don't even have justice on the table here yet, but I'm kind of feeling that you're because your emotions are up and down, which is why you're kind of feeling a little bit complacent. Okay, but I do feel you're destined for success some way, somehow. There is definitely some prosperity to be had here because of the Six of Wands, right? There's definitely some praise to be given here. Okay, the Queen of Cups, she's holding a very large cup. That's like a prize, I feel, for you. There's a big prize in this, right? Whatever that prize might be. And, if it's a physical prize, like you win a cup or you win in a contest or you win a something. But I also feel like you can't win the contest if you don't enter it. That is what I'm saying about this Two of Wands here. Okay. There's definitely that feeling of, if you don't take the first step, it doesn't happen. Okay. So I'm kind of feeling that there's unpredictable emotions up and down, but a very promising something here for you. So let's kind of clarify this. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Oh, the card just fell on the floor. I'll have to get it in a second. Okay. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Cups. Give me a sec. Let me get the card. It's Temperance again. Okay. So that's what flew out first. Temperance, High Priestess, and Six of Cups. I feel like you know that something is coming to you, but you almost feel like it's going to fall into your lap so that you don't actually have to work so hard for it. But I would just warn against the fact that your instinct is going to tell you whether or not something is going to fall into your lap, and that sometimes we do need to take action toward that. Now, this is a memorable experience for you, whatever it is that you're working towards here. It's something that's rooted in something of the past, or it makes you feel rooted in, it makes it feel like something that's very memorable or something that feels like the past. It's like a childhood dream, perhaps. It's something that feels very not foreign at all. It feels very comfortable to you, whatever that might be. But I do feel like there is that tendency to feel like you're protected enough that you don't need to do anything. You don't need to intervene here, that the universe will do it all for you. Now, that's great that things fall into your lap, but as I said, sometimes things don't always fall into our lap. So there's that element of temperance there. So let's clarify that card. Ace of Swords. Two of Cups. Another card on the floor. Give me one sec. They're just flying out of here, and they fly so far. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there has to be a little bit of attention here to detail. Okay? That is the Queen of Pentacles. She's a very methodical person. She pays attention to the details. That's an energy, a feminine energy. I just say she, but I don't mean it as a gender. I mean it in terms of the feminine energy of being very, being very, dotting her I's, crossing her T's, paying very particular attention to every detail so that it works out in the perfect way. Okay? Now, that's oftentimes considered toward financial decisions too. She's probably making the correct financial decisions here. So this is why there is that element of patience as well, that element of temperance, saying, if you don't want something to be unpredictable, then you actually have to pay attention to the details and put the details in place so it isn't unpredictable. It will be very predictable because you made it come out in that way, shape, or form. Okay? Now, doing that brings you the power to get what you want. There is an element here of, I want to say, in this case, this is you with yourself. Okay? There is a conversation that is going on between you and yourself. Okay? That is, now it could be another partner in your business or a partnership, but I'm feeling this is more of a conversation between you and yourself about, do I do it? Do I don't do it? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I take the action? It'll come to me. It'll fall to me in my lap. Do I work hard for it? Do I not? Right? There's something here about engagement and engaging yourself is what I'm feeling, right? You need to engage yourself. If you want that destiny, if you want that success, you are destined to succeed at the end of this month. But again, everything is up to you to decide whether or not you want that, right? It's free will. So you can have it, but sometimes you got to take it by the horns and act on it. Okay? Now, let's clarify this Queen of Cups, please. Sorry, I think something flipped over. Yeah, something flipped over. Yeah, okay. So you have the Emperor here, okay? The Emperor is about achievement. The Emperor is about control. The Emperor is about being a leader. The Emperor is about being the head of something. If you want to be the Emperor and grab that prize, you have to feel like you are going to you have to take the actions to do that, right? You don't just sit there and say, poor me, with this Five of Pentacles. Okay? Poor me doesn't get you what you want, okay? You need to do something here. I think I said you need to be proactive. Once you're proactive, that's a Six of Swords. You're going to start to sail down in that boat nice and smoothly, Okay? So if you want to achieve that prize, if you want to achieve whatever it is, I feel like there's also an element here of being dynamic a little bit in that whatever that action is that you're going to take. If it's a dynamic action, then, you will it'll be a bit more of a promising type of transformation for you, whatever this is. Very difficult to say sometimes in a general reading. Lots of you out there. So anyway, let's clarify the Six of Wands. Yeah, action needs to be taken. That is what the Eight of Wands is saying. If you want this success, if you want this to fall into your lap, then you have to take a bit of action. There is that Page of Pentacles, okay? The Page of Pentacles is heralding a time or is communicating to you what it is that you need to do. He is the messenger, right? He is the messenger telling you, if you want this success, here is the action that you need to take. I think you need to realize that you can't just sit back and relax in this Four of Swords. Okay. Now, it's like I said. I think you need to take a little bit of a chance here and step outside of that castle and actually take some steps. All right, Libra. Okay, let's pull you a final card, final message from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Final message for Libra for the month of March. Sorry, it's like 10 of them came out, and I can't give you 10. So let's do that again. Final message for Libra. There it is. Okay. All right, the card is Ancient Oak Spirit, Strength, number 2. Ancient Oak Spirit, Strength, number 2. All right, let me just read to you from the book. And this card says, this card represents standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation, then to a situation with too much strength. Let me read that again. This card represents standing in strength in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength. Recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of the ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead. Okay, so what I'm taking from this for you is, again, is this thing of needing to step into your strength, knowing what actions to take, when to take them, so that you don't break that oak branch, but equally you can just bend the willow and know which is going to make you much more successful. Okay? You're destined for that success for sure, Libra, and I feel that is a lovely message for you. All right. I will leave your reading there, my lovelies, and I do hope there was something in it that resonated for you and with you. And if there was, then please hit the like button. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's the button below, or there's also that little red square on the lower right-hand side of this screen, so you can subscribe that way as well. You will want to subscribe and maybe hit the notification bell, because next month I am announcing my first contest of 2024, and the prize will be a free personal tarot reading. So if you have a personal question, and you want to win a free personal tarot reading, then you're going to want to listen to that video next month when I drop it and know what to do to be eligible. All right? Take care, my lovely ones. And please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.